Good, everybody. Doing some maintenance on the bike. So right now, I'm getting ready to change the spark plug. So it'll be the first time I'm doing this. One of the first things you got to do before you go any farther is remove the seats. So you got to take the tank off. So I'm going to be doing all of that. Doesn't look too difficult. Hopefully you guys can hear me well because we got a lot of stuff going on. There's a party going on a couple houses down, so a lot of people with music. Trying to some new toys. I got a new mic, so I'm trying that out to see how it works out. But get started. No, typical. Turn the key, open this up. Alright, you got a couple bolts right here, and then you got to remove this plastic thing because I believe there's another bolt up. Actually, no, I think it's just these two. Find out right now. Alright, 12 millimeter. I've never removed the tank before, so this is new. That's a learning along with me. Well, it's pretty simple. Alright, so that part's loose. Now, one of the next things we got to do, you guys can see this, we got to remove this. This is the fuel line. Grab some towels. Hopefully it doesn't leak too much. Now, what it says is you got to get a screwdriver, pop it in here. I can just use my 2 fingers and slide the clip out. Now, hopefully not too much fuel pops out. You're supposed to take it all the way off. It comes all the way out. There you go. Alright. Alright, so not a whole lot of fuel popped out. Alright, so the secret is you got to take this thing all the way off. And then this fuel filter actually slides in there pretty far. So you gotta make sure you slide it out. Now you want to have shop towels, kind of like I have, catch all the fuel that drips out. So now there is a wire harness, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, what's leaking? Right there. There's a wire harness. That is supposed to come. Alright, well. Maybe I am supposed to move that chrome piece. Trying to avoid it. But let me see what I need to do to remove that. And then we'll get that going. Alright, so it turns out you don't really need to remove the chrome piece. Sorry, I forgot to hit record. But you don't really need to remove it. It makes life a lot easier wiggling it around. But move this over here. You got these things, that's what the tank, you can see over there. Tank slides onto there. So you just basically got to lift up from the back and then slide it out. I didn't disconnect this. I was looking at it. I wasn't going to. This gives me enough room to lift it up and tilt the tank, so I don't have to take the wiring harness off and all that other stuff to take the tank off. You can if you really want. If you want to take the tank off, because you can undo the bolts, clean the fuel filter, all that other fun stuff. But right now, I'm not doing that. I'm just changing out the spark plug. So put the rag right here just to make sure if anything else comes out, I can still clean it up. But I have access to the spark plug. So once I'm done on this side, I got a rag on the other side, so that way, the tank isn't touching anything. And then I can just pull this off, change this one, and then tilt it on this side, and then do the other side without having to completely take it off. So right now, pull it out, inspect the boot. Still seems pliable. It's not really just dusty. It's not cracking or anything like that, so that's good. Now, bought some NGK spark plugs at the dealer. The laser iridium. Let's see if they got a part number. There's a part number. This is what I bought from the dealer. While I was there, I had them gap them just to make sure that they were still good to go. So I don't have to gap them when I get here. But there you go, properly gapped. Let me get my socket, make sure it fits, so we can get it down there and get the plug out. Alright, so this is a 14mm spark plug. So alright. Well, it came free, hopefully. Alright. There you go. A little bit of a struggle. But I was able to use the old one. It's not in that bad of a shape. But I bought the bike used, so I didn't know how long these plugs have been in there. I got over 30,000 miles, so I figured I'd give it a shot and change them, because I don't know. Alright, so got the spark plug boot protector stuff. So, let me get this put on, and then it should be alright. No, I like to start my spark plugs by hand, just because I don't want to accidentally cross thread anything if you can't really feel it with the socket wrench. So I didn't put any anti-seize on it because they're both steel, and I didn't notice when I took these off anything out of the ordinary, and they came off relatively easy, so I'm not gonna put anti-seize on it. Now I had to run and grab my torque wrench and find the torque specs, because these get torqued down, I think it was 13, but I got to make sure. So give me a sec, find out, and I'll come back and let you guys know. Alright, I'm back. I just checked, it's 13 foot-pounds. Alright. Alright, there you go, 13 foot-pounds of torque. Alright, so that one's on. Right, put down, I felt the seat. I'm pulling it, doesn't want to come up. Alright, this side's done. I'm gonna go do the other side, basically the same thing, so I'm probably not gonna record it just so I don't waste time. And then next time I turn the camera back on, I'll be firing it up, and hopefully everything will be working right. Alright, I wasn't gonna show you, but I had to show you that this one is a little bit more difficult to get to. As you can see, there's a spark plug right here. So you got the radiator hose in the way. This is kind of like a little bit more in the way, so just wanted, hopefully you guys can see it. It's kind of dark. Let me get some light, make life a little easier. Alright, hopefully that'll help. But yeah, that's it right there in the middle of the radiator hose and stuff. So yeah, so it's a little bit more difficult, but pretty much the same process. Once I get it wiggle out, then it should be butter to get out. But I'm not gonna, like I said, I already showed you how to do one, the easier one. Same process, but I'm not gonna record it just because I don't want to waste your time. But yeah, same thing. Once I get it all out, swapped out, put it all back together, and I'll fire it up. All right. Alright, as you can see, not 100% put back together, but put back together enough to see if it'll fire up. So let's see what it'll do. Fired up. It's making noise. I don't see any leaks. Sounds pretty good. Alright. Call the job done. Hopefully you guys learned something. That plug on this side was kind of a pain in the ass to get out, but once it got it out, it was just as easy as the other side. So as you can see, it's not the hardest job in the world to change spark plugs. Just gonna put this thing back on, put the seat back on, should be ready to roll. So hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you have any questions or want to see anything, want to do maintenance, just let me know. I'll try to make a video and post it for you guys. So then, keep the shiny side up. See you on the next one.